What's up, guys? Sports Snippet. Dennis Sullivan here. Nice win by the Dolphins, 33-24 to conclude this 2021 regular season, which technically concluded at the beginning of 2022, as we all know, by a score of 33-24. Before I get started, guys, if you do like the content of this particular video, go ahead, hit that thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. So let's get started. Tell you what, it was a pretty entertaining game. I mean, it didn't mean anything really for the Dolphins, of course, as far as if they were to go to the playoffs or not, as they are eliminated from playoff contention, but do finish the season with a winning record of 9 wins, 8 losses, thanks to the 17-game schedule that just started this season. So we can be grateful for that. The Patriots, losers of this game, finished at 10 wins, 7 losses, but they are going to the playoffs. And as I was watching this game, I was kind of thinking back, and I was looking at some numbers and things like that of that nature over the last 20 years or so, because it's been a while, guys, since the Dolphins have done anything as far as playoff victories. I mean, nothing that would resemble the 70s, 80s, and even 90s in these last 20 years. It's been a long time, guys. And I since anything really that positive has happened. I mean, they even pointed out at the end of the telecast, this was now back-to-back winning seasons for the Dolphins, first time since 2002-2003, aka the Ricky Williams years, when the Dolphins would go 9-7 and 10-6 in those 2 years. Last year, Dolphins go 10-6. This year, they go 9-8. According to my calculations, unless I added up something incorrectly, the Dolphins have only had 7 winning seasons in the last 20. It gets much worse than that, guys. And I'm not one to do these videos to get all negative and stuff. I want to talk about the victory in just a moment. But when it comes to the playoffs and the Miami Dolphins in the last 20 years, there hasn't been much of that. There's only been 2 playoff appearances, both losses in the first round. You had the 2008 team that went 11-5, which was the most wins of a Dolphin team in the last 20 years in 2008, and they would lose to the Baltimore Ravens in the first round, wild card round. And then 2016, the Ryan Tannehill-led Miami Dolphins would lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers, also in the first round. So another way to look at this, guys, the Dolphins have not won any playoff games in the last 20 seasons, and they've made only 2 playoff appearances, going 0-2 in the playoffs in the last 20 years. So now that we got that out of the way, then we see the old school uniforms. So I'm sitting here going, and I'm a little frustrated, watching this game, because, of course, it's against the Patriots. And, yeah, we won, but, I mean, the Patriots, they had that one season last year after Brady to kind of retool, reshuffle things, and credit to them, they're right back in the playoffs. No 5-year rebuilding thing. They're right back in the playoffs, guys. We just beat the Patriots, but, yeah, you know what? They're going to the playoffs, and we're not. So when I see going back to what I was beginning to talk about here a moment ago, when I see the old uniforms, which are really nice, I've always liked those better than the ones we have now. I'm not sure if it's to remind us of the way things used to be for the Dolphins, or is it just to remind us that we also had better uniforms back then too. So I don't know. You tell me. And if you like the new, or no longer new, we've had them for a number of years now, but this Dolphin modern style uniform, let me know. Let me know, please. Let me know. So go ahead, leave a comment on that. I prefer the old ones in a landslide. But that's, hey, it's a matter of opinion, right? So guys, no, and usually I like these videos, I try to keep it positive, and I want to be positive, and it was good to get the win. So it was 33-24. You would hear talk on the telecast about Tua, if he's the guy for the future, if he's not, and all this stuff. I mean, yeah, the scramble, the eluding the defenders and the clutch at the end to get the first down, that was nice. Does that mean he's the quarterback of the future because he made that one play? No, absolutely not. It started to sound like that in the telecast. I like Tua. I'm just not sure if this is the answer. 15 of 22. He would go 109 yards and a touchdown. No interceptions. Now, Duke Johnson really came on strong at the end of the season. And that is, if there's two big positives for the Dolphins, you look at it right off the bat, I think going into next year, it's the Duke Johnson last 3-4 games of the season. And, of course, Jalen Waddle and his very impressive rookie year. Johnson would finish up with 117 yards on the ground and a touchdown on 25 carries. Workman-like performance there. Philip Lindsay gained an additional 40 yards on 11 carries. Tua 38 yards on the ground, 5 carries. Michael Pilardi had a carry for a yard. And Myles Gaskin had a carry, only 1 carry for him. -1 yard. But, I mean, you look at Duke Johnson, Philip Lindsay, and Myles Gaskin, that's really not a bad backfield at all. Waddle had 5 catches, only 27 yards and a touchdown. So there wasn't much for the group of receivers because we only threw for 109 yards. So Gesicki had 2 catches, 22 yards. You had Durham Smythe. He had the nice catch there in the fourth quarter as well. Nice play, stayed in bounds, 2 catches, 32 yards. Devontae was very quiet. Devontae Parker, 2 catches for 12 yards. Gaskin, 3 catches out of the backfield, 11 yards. Johnson out of the backfield, a catch for 5 yards. For the Patriots, I mean, guys, the Patriots, I am so sorry to report, are back in the playoffs, as I mentioned, and as we all know. And after just a 1 year of a hiatus of one season, after losing Tom Brady to the Buccaneers. Of course, Tom Brady, otherwise recognized as probably the greatest quarterback ever to play. I mean, is it debatable? I guess, but he's accomplished the most, guys. So you can say whatever you want about that. Mac Jones, 20 for 30. He played. I thought Mac Jones looked pretty good overall. 261 yards, touchdown and an interception. Not sure who they're matching up with. Of course, as I make this video, it's going to be Raiders-Chargers for the last spot in the playoffs. But the Bills do get that division, AFC East. Brandon Bolden, 7 carries, 46 yards and a touchdown. Damian Harris, 11 carries, 37 yards and a touchdown. You know who looked pretty good? Ramondre Stevenson for them, for the Patriots, 4 carries, 34 yards. He looked pretty strong out there. Kendrick Bourne, carry for 8 yards. Jonnu Smith, carry for 5 yards. Jones, 3 carries. He was credited for 4 yards. Hunter Henry caused problems for the Dolphins. 5 catches, 86 yards. Jacoby Myers, 4 for 70. And then you had Harris out of the backfield, 4 for 36. So, I mean, the Patriots, they could make some noise in the playoffs. I thought the Colts would make the playoffs, and they haven't. So the Colts, I was thinking might be a sleeper team. You may want to put the Patriots in that category this year. Bourne, 3 catches, 24 yards. Aguilar, a catch for 23. Bolden, 2 for 20 and a touchdown. And then Stevenson out of the backfield, a catch for 2 yards. Patriots await, again, you know, their first round opponent. They'll go in as a wild card team. So here we go all over again, guys. Dolphin fans, wow, yeah, we swept the Patriots. You see that? You know, everyone's all excited. But I'm telling you right now, and you're going to probably disagree, it would have probably been better for the Dolphins if they lost today's game. I'm telling you right now. It's almost like the guy or girl at work that gets the promotion that doesn't deserve the promotion, and you get motivated by that. We need that kind of motivation. We need the negative motivation. We don't need the feel-good, positive, fluffy motivation, because that's not working for the Miami Dolphins, and it hasn't worked for 20 years. Okay, so we need to understand that, guys, and I fully do believe that the Dolphins need to get almost a little upset about things to finally turn this thing around. It's been a long 20. I said it again. It's been a long 20 years. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Dolphins finished the regular season 9-8. It's been great making the videos for the Dolphin games, post-game reactions. It's always a lot of fun. This concludes the third year I've been doing this. Have fun doing it. Leave me a comment. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.